Hey guys, welcome back to the Vaughn Homestead. Today's video is going to be about nesting box options, just a couple quick little options you can have. Figured I'd start off the video with our little free rangers here. Of course, with the ducks and the chickens. Of course, there's one of the chickens and the other two are somewhere. Of course, we open up their doors in the morning, let them free range during the day, and lock them back up at night. But so a quick little option. You can take you some type of little pop-up basket, milk crate, whatever. You can either do some type of bedding, whether it be pine straw, hay, pine shavings, whatever, or you can buy these are called nesting pads. They're good durable plastic pads that kind of they have these bristles that'll kind of help to hold eggs in place and stuff. You can even cut them to size if you need to. These particular ones come from a company called Roosties. You can check them out. They have a website, like a personal website, as well as they sell them off of Amazon as well. But like I said, just a plain old basket works great for nesting pads. We'll move on to the next option. Another option here is just simply take you a 5-gallon bucket, take you a lid, cut it to where it's a little bit less than half of the lid left, pop it on. That will help to keep the eggs from rolling out, as well as keep any water safe. If it did come a big rain and your pen floods, it helps to keep the water from going inside the bucket, getting the eggs cold. But as well as, same thing, you can put any type of bedding in there. Again, I use these Roosties nesting pads. But again, you can put pine straw, pine shavings, hay, pretty much whatever you want to in there, cotton, it don't matter. But these here, they've already hatched out 7 babies. They got a few more eggs waiting underneath them. But this way here works as well. And then you can also just have a plain old 5-gallon bucket. As long as if you've got it where it's set up where it's got a slight incline towards the back, then that'll keep your eggs from rolling out of the front. This right here, honestly, I just haven't really gotten around to cutting one of the lids open, or cutting one of the lids in half to pop on there. But regardless, it works perfectly fine. They've been laying their eggs in there. Of course, I've just been collecting their eggs each time that they lay one, because I've been incubating these particular eggs right here. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, to be quite frank, you don't have to have some type of specialty coop with, fancy nest boxes. You don't have to have one nest box per hen. So if you've got 5 hens, you can put 5 nest boxes in there. You can put 5 buckets, whatever. But to be honest, you're going to realize that the majority of them are going to lay, say if you had 5 hens and 5 nesting boxes, the majority are going to lay in about 2 of those boxes. And then they're going to start either sitting together or something like that. As you've seen with my silver duck wings, the ones in the orange bucket, there's 4 hens in there total. 3 of them lay, one of them doesn't. But the 3, they all lay in the one bucket. I did have them in a setup that had 2 different nesting boxes, and they all laid in the same nesting box, and then they all kind of huddled up together and all sit on the eggs together every single time. So you don't have to have one nest box per hen. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about anything fancy. All you need is just something that can simply hold the bedding and hold the eggs, and something big enough that at least 1 or 2 hens can sit inside of. You don't have to have the fancy ones that you can access from the outside. I've done that as well. Is it nice and handy? Yes, especially if you've got a rooster like I've had in the past that was aggressive. It's a lot easier to be able to collect from the outside than it is having to go in there, fight with him, just to try to collect eggs. And of course, if you have an aggressive rooster, you can get you one of those hand grabbers. Let me see. You can get you one of these grabbers. I think it's like about 2.5 feet long, about 30 inches. But it works great. You just reach in there. It's got the little suction cups. Grab your eggs and pull them back out. Especially with the type of wire that I use on my coops, the 2-inch by 4-inch welded wire. That thing works perfect for reaching between the wire, grabbing the egg, and coming on back out with it. Not even have to worry about it dropping or anything like that. So hope this was helpful for some of y'all trying to figure out the whole nesting box, or something like that situation. Like I said, chickens are very simple. It does not have to be a fancy thing. You don't have to go out and buy this huge mansion of a coop that's got all these delicacies and windows and nesting boxes and all that stuff, you can throw your bucket up in there, have you some welded wire, one big open space, you know, coop that you can walk in to where it's just more convenient for you going in and out, and then throw you something in there to, you know, you can either have it on the ground, off the ground, it don't matter. They don't care. So if they don't care, honestly, it must not be that big of a deal. Hens lay in bushes and all that kind of stuff on the ground. So obviously if they do it on the ground in the wild, they can do it on the ground inside their coops in a bucket or something like that. So I hope this video was helpful for some of you. If it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up so that I know, that, these videos I'm doing are being helpful for folks. If you got any comments, concerns, or different ideas, of course, hit me up in that comment section. If you don't mind, hit that, subscribe button. Of course, that's free to do and help out another channel. And, of course, share it with your friends if you got some friends that are looking for the same ideas as well. Other than that, y'all have a good one.